competition buy run in the second round of the door car box category. Scott Taylor, you are the potential competition buy run for second round box, please. Door cars, second round, this is your call. All colors of door cars, second round to the lanes, please. All color door car, second round, box, racers to the lanes, please. May race carbs, round number 2, no box. Coming out, Raylo Riley in the right side, Gary Fury in the left side. 601 in the left, 665 in the right. All colors, door car, box, round 2 to the lanes, please. Gary out, 002 dead 7 in the no box. 9 total in the left lane for the win for Gary Fury. 002 dead 7 for the win in the left-hand side. Raylo Riley, 75 and 3 under the dial, no good. Bailey Pichette, left side. Nasty Nick, right side. George Hoff, left side. Ken Kennedy Jr., right side. .007, 2 above in the left for George Hoff for the win in the left-hand side. 2 thou separates them up front. Win right side, 25, 2 above 5 for the win for Phil Sampson. Right side, 10 on the tree, 1 above 1 for the win. I didn't have the driver information on file. Marco Ambruzzi, left side, Chad Duke, right side, 6.30 the dial in the left, 5.85 the dial in the right. Chad Duke, 32 green, dead 3 in the right. Marco was 001 red, dead 4 in the left. Chad Duke, the winner in the right side. David Davis, right side. Chris Dixon, left side. 6.70 in the left, 6.55 in the right. We're in the second round of May Carburetors, second round. Box, door cars, $50,000 to win SFG. David Davis, 009. And 6 thou under. Chris Dixon, trip zip red and 200ths above. Jose Diaz, Dr. Diaz, 590 on the dial in the left. Randy Shire Jr., 598 the dial in the right. Dr. Diaz in the left from Parma, Ohio. Randy Shire Jr. in the right. 4 thou separates him up front. $17, 1 above 6 for the win in the right-hand side. Diaz was ahead on the tree by 4 thou, but couldn't get there. Brian Martell in the left. 601 the dial. Leighton Sumter, 558 in the right. Leighton Sumter in control. Leighton 12 and 17, 18 above. Brian was tardy in the left lane. Leighton Sumter, right side, going to get the win. Michelle Martel, left side, 604 the dial. Kevin Chess, right side, 569 the dial. Left side, 300s advantage, and going to use it. 17 dead 2 for Michelle on the left-hand side for the win. Scotty Richardson, left side, 650 the dial. Barberville, Kentucky. Dennis Rock, the right side, 5.16 the dial in. 1.34 second handicap head start to the left lane. Savannah Richardson, watching at home. Edmund, Ryan, Austin, Blake. Scotty's going to get the red light infraction by Dennis. He's going to get the win in the left-hand lane. SR1 picking up the win in the left-hand side. We're in the May Carburetor round 2 door cars. Woo! 11:17. We're starting to come into my hours of the evening. Kevin Pollard right side. Jeff Ledford left side. Advantage right side. Win left side. Jeff Ledford 20, 1 above 4 for the win in the left-hand side. Kevin was 12 and took 23 win stripe, had to take 22 or less. Jeff Ledford getting the win in the left-hand side. Catfish, racing Jason Lynch, left-hand side, 557 the dial. George Atchinson, right side. Specialty Lube and rest in peace, Rick. Life is precious, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy what you can. Get out, do something, go for a walk, look at the moon, look at the stars, something enjoyable. 3 fouls separating them up front. They're both stellar. 006, 2 above for the win in the left. George wasn't shabby. 003, 2, 3 above. Couldn't run the number. Jason Lynch, left side, getting the win. Dink Holmes, left side. Dennis Hall, right side. Dink from out in the East Coast, 596 the dial in. Dennis Hall, 556 the dial in. Five foul separates them up front. Dink, 008, dead 9, 17 total in the left. Dennis, 13, 1 above 0, 13 total in the right, no good. 23 total, excuse me. Dink Holmes, winner, left-hand side. Jeg Coughlin out of the Jeg's mail order stable, left-hand side, 605 the dial. Brothers Troy, Brother John, Brother Mike, all wonderful people. Teddy Barlow, right side. And, of course, it's a Jeg Coughlin Sr., the patriarch, they call him. I think they call him Papa. But they're a very tight-knit family. I think they do a lot of lunches together as a family. Of course, most all of them are involved with the business. And they're all super great people and give back a ton to the sport. They also do a ton with cancer research. That was something that hit close to home, I believe, for their mother. And I know they've got a great involvement with the hospital there and Cancer Research Center. And I think they've did a wing or addition on a hospital, if I'm not mistaken. But they do a lot for their community. Jag goes 11 green up front and dead 3. 14 total for the win in the left-hand side. Neon Leon Robertson, left side. Living back in the Nashville area, was just up in the Ohio area. Back to Nashville. I think his wife transferred jobs there. Bill Webb, husband of Angie, dad of Zoe. A lot of racing blood. Angie and the Bebout family, her maiden name. Neon was 11 and 3 above, no good. Bill Webb, 17, 1 above 6 for the win in the right-hand side. Drew Buckner, left side. Sierra Floyd, right side. Sierra Floyd getting the win last time down, 1 above the dial and for the win in the right-hand side. Tracy Sons left side, Mike Bloomfield right side. Tracy Sons, trip zip, 6 above for the win. Mike Bloomfield tardy, 1 above for the loss. Tracy Sons left side getting the win. Chris Barlow, right side, 2 above the dial for the win. Hal Blevins was tardy and under, no good. Jeremy Kessler, left side. Tim Bruning, right side. 544 in the left, 557 in the right. Jeremy Kessler, 12 and 3 above in the left-hand lane for the win. Aaron Vale on the left side, 664 the dial. Ryan Henry in the right side, 559 the dial. We're cooking with gas now. Second round, May Race Carburetors, second round. Thank you, West May, for sponsoring the round. We appreciate it. Makes a great product, great family. Wife Kayla May. Father and mother-in-law, they run the Muncie, Indiana Dragway. 664 in the left, 559 in the right. Double entered dragsters, lanes 1 and 2, please, second round. If you're double entered in a dragster, lanes 1 and 2, please. Last time down the left lane was the winner. A driver was not on file. I think it was Aaron Vale, excuse me. Aaron Vale was 14-1 above for the win in the left. Jaden Durst in the left, Lee Newmeyer in the right. Lee Newmeyer, 19-1 above 3 for the win in the right-hand side. Jaden Durst in the left-hand side was 15-2 above, no good for Jaden. Lee Newmeyer, your winner in the right-hand lane. Brian Folk, Durand, Illinois, left-hand side. Antoine Jett, right side. Antoine broke a transmission in his car, and then the car left the line, and he didn't have a high-side chip in, and he hurt the motor. When he broke the tranny and it freewheeled. So Antoine jumped in this car, the Lassiter family. 505 in the left for Brian Folk, 601 in the right for Antoine Jett. New bodied style Camaro Roadster against the square Malibu. May Race Carbs, second round of eliminations for door cars. I have called double entered dragsters to lanes 1 and 2, please. B. Folk goes dead zero for the win. Antoine Jett was 2 thou under, not getting there first. Brian Folk going to get the win on the left-hand side. Ed Nemick, right side, Chicago, Illinois. Cameron Adkins, left side. Cameron, 002, 2 above for the win. Ed Nemick was 43, dead 9, no good. Cameron Adkins, left side, your winner. Bob Russello, left side, 583, the dial-in. Matt Costable, right side, 539, the dial-in. We're in the May Carbs. Race Carbs, second round. We're finishing second round tonight, and we're calling it a night. Seventh thou advantage, left-hand side. He doesn't hang on. Matt Costable, 25 on the reaction time, goes 1 above 9 on his dial-in for the win in the right-hand side. Gary Fleener in the left, 5.80 dial-in. John Bailey in the right, 7.32 dial-in. Oberlin, Ohio, it says John Bailey's from. I got about a 78 or 79 Camaro in the left, and about a 72 Demon or Duster in the right. All I got is tail lights, guys, to try and gals, to give you the description of the vehicle. They don't give me any information on the screen, just off of my Dixon High School education. The right lane is way in control. 7:32 the dial, 11 the reaction time, 7.35 the elapsed time that he runs. 3 above the dial for the win for John Bailey in the right-hand side. We're in the May Race Carbs second round of eliminations. Dragway 42, West Salem, Ohio. SFG Promotions. Summit Racing Equipment bringing us the Motor Mania live feed for the rest of the year. And then they're going to be our presenting sponsor. And Tucson, Arizona the week before Thanksgiving. So I think my wife's listening live at home. We got to figure out a plan, honey, how we're going to go out to Tucson and announce and turn it into a little nice Thanksgiving vacation. Ricky Adkins, 23, 2 above for the win on the left-hand side. Jason Wilson was 3 thou under, no good. Ricky, our hearts go out to you, man. Ricky just this past week posted that he had a trailer stolen from his property and it had a Corvette Roadster inside. So Ricky is looking for a Corvette Roadster and a gray enclosed race car hauler. So anybody Motor Mania Live, keep an eye out, keep an ear out. If somebody starts trying to sell parts awful cheap and it's suspicious, call the police. Because Ricky Atkins is looking, and we never like to see another racer get robbed. Rob Kropfeld, gorgeous Camaro left side, 694 the dial. He's got a neat throttle stop situation. Doug Linden right side, 534. So you watch Doug go out here and catch him, then you watch Rob pick up the pace. Didn't work this time. Rob, 002, dead 4 for the win. Doug Linden, 002, dead 4 for the win in the right-hand side. Dennis Mead, left side. Amanda Manuel, Louisville, North Carolina, right side. 587 the dial in the left, 637 the dial in the right. Camaro on the left, S10 truck in the right. May Race Carbs, second round of eliminations. My dragster double enters have been called to lanes 1 and 2, please. Amanda fully in control in the right lane. She's 003, 2 above 9, almost 3 above the dial for the win in the right-hand side. Can the car on the right side of the track turn the headlights off, please, if it's a golf cart or a car over there? Yeah, we need to turn those headlights. It was affecting the TV. Kerry Gill, left side, right side, not on file. 6 flat in the left, 592 in the right. Left side 24, 1 above 9 for the win in the left-hand lane. Kenny Underwood, left side, 601 the dial. Doug Kaiser, right side, 634 the dial. Right side in control. Right side with the win. Double breakout victory going to Doug Kaiser on the right side. He was 10 and 4 thou under. Kenny Underwood 22 and 1/100th under, no good. Doug Kaiser right side for the win. Jeff Serra picking up the win, 14 and 11 thou under in the right-hand side last time down. Craig Arledge, left side, 635. David Davis, 655, the dial on the right. David Davis, 002, 2 above for the win. Dragster White to the lane. Dragster White to the lane. Dragster doubles, red and white. You have been called to the lanes, please. Dragster doubles, 3 and 4. Lanes 3 and 4, please. Carl Drake Jr. left, Nick Folk right. Nick 009, dead 6 for the win. Dragster doubles, red run stickers and white run stickers to lanes 3 and 4, please. Nick Folk picking up the win in the right-hand side. He'll be racing tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So our door car drivers, you're done for the evening after this round. 9 a.m. shotgun starting time. Marco Ambruzzi left side, Raylo Riley right side. Raylo in control. Raylo Riley for the win. He's 3 above the dial for the win. Randy Folk left side. Uncle Randy, we call him. Father of Jason, father of Jen, Brianna, Chris. Chris Folk, you home listening? You watching live on Motor Mania, buddy? Ken Kennedy Jr., right side. Randy Folk, left side. Randy turns at 4 thou red. Ken Kennedy was 34 green and gets a gift. He goes 2 above. Chris Dixon, left side, 672 the dial. Randy Shire Jr., right side, 599 the dial. So Joni, Maroney, Winnie, we got to figure out how to make a vacation out of the Tucson trip. Got to figure out we can go have some Thanksgiving out there. Maybe we'll go see Aunt Pat and Uncle Joe, or Brady and Treva, or we can either see Brian and Tina. We got all kinds of family out there. Or it can just be you and I and the doggies and the kitty cats, and we'll grill out alongside the highway at the motorhome. Quartzsite, Arizona, we go out there and do a film version of America's Most Wanted. I don't know if you all been out there. When you travel from Phoenix to Pomona, and you come up over the mountain on 10 out there, and off to the left, in the middle of nowhere, there are no roads, there's no campsites, there's no electric, there's no utilities, there's one truck stop, and there's probably 30,000 people living in tents and vans and cars and campers out there. And I would be afraid if America's Most Wanted went out there, they would be there for months arresting people. Randy Shire Jr., 14, one above for the win in the right-hand lane. Nick Hastings, right side. They call him Nasty Nick. 606 the dial for Nick in the right. George Hoff in the left, 7.18 the dial in for George. Nick Hastings, 11, and he was holding a little. First one to go under in a while. 13th thou under in the right. Nick Hastings gets the win. Chase Mead, left side. Chad Duke, right side. Chad Duke going to get the win in the right-hand side. 15, 3 above for the win. Chris Kozlik, right side. Dr. Jose Diaz, left side. 591 in the left, 588 in the right. 0.03 of a second head start to the left-hand lane. Ouch. Kozlik was 001 in the right and 1 above 6. Jose Diaz, 16 dead 0. Margin of victory, .0008. 8 thousandths win stripe for Jose Diaz. Or we could say Chris Kozlik got behind 8 thou. Racing Jason Lynch, they call him Catfish, right side, 557 the dial on the right. Matty Fenn, 513 in the left. Dr. Diaz, winner, left lane, last time down. We're in the May race carbs, second round of eliminations. We're in the door cars. We got dragsters left to come, and then we're calling it a night. Jason Lynch, 22, 1 above 5 for the win in the right-hand side. Paige Coughlin, you are the potential competition buy run for the dragsters in the second round. Paige Coughlin from the Jegs mail order camp. You are the potential buy-run second round in dragsters. Kelly Smith, left side. Jeff Ledford, right side. Father of Lane. 575 the dial on the left, 529 the dial on the right. Advantage, right side. 005, dead 1 in the right for the win. Jeff Ledford picking up the win. Scotty Richardson, left-hand side, Barberville, Kentucky, 648 to dial on the Camaro. Phil Sampson, London, Ohio, 605 the dial on the right.
Got a quick announcement. Your Mickey Thompson re-entry round best losing package. 352N, Tony Atchison. Tony Atchison, you are the best losing package of the Mickey Thompson re-entry round. You can come claim that on the second floor of the tower.
Scotty Richardson, 18 dead 6 for the win. Phil was 32, 11 thou under. He got there first by 2 thou, but he was under the dial, no good. Jeg Coughlin in the wagon in the right-hand side, husband of Samantha. Dink Holmes, left side, 595 in the left. The Jegs, mail order car, 605 in the right. Troy, John, Mike, Jeg Jr. All very, very humble people. I say it all the time, but I've known them 25 years now, and they're good dudes. Whole family's just wonderful. Love them all. They're great. We need to get TJ and Megan out here at the races. I don't know what your holdup is, Megan. Brodex wants to come. He's ready to drive. Seventh thou separates him up front. Dink, 27, 1 above 1. Jeggy was 20 and 1 thou under. Jeggy took 19. He had to take 18 or less. Dink Holmes going to get the win on the left side. 27, 1 above 1 for the win. Left side, Brian Martell going to get a gift. He was 44 and dead 0 for the win on the left-hand side. Randy Folk, 15 red and 3 under. No good for Randy Folk. Aaron Vale, left side, 664. Michelle Martell, right side, 604 the dial. Yellow run sticker dragsters to the lanes, please. Yellow run sticker dragsters to the lanes, please. Door cars, you are done for the evening. 9 a.m. shotgun start for third round door cars tomorrow morning. Advantage, left side, Aaron Vale. 14, 2 above 0 for the win on the left-hand side for Aaron Vale. Scott Taylor, my last night's winner, 15 grand. He's taking his competition buy run here in the second round. Josh Gannett, left side, 485 the dial in. Karsten Bloom, right side, 534 the dial in. We're in the May Race Carb second round of eliminations. This is our first pair of dragsters. Door car drivers, you're done for the evening. 9 a.m. start time tomorrow morning. Josh Gannett gonna get a win. 3 above for the win. Tracy Sons, left side, 450 the dial. Andy Lloyd, right side, 459 the dial. Ouch. Tracy Sons was in control with the 004, but he goes 4 above the dial to give it back 3 thou. Andy Lloyd, right side, 21, 2 above, 1 for the win in the right-hand lane. Travis Laster, Browns Mill, New Jersey, right side, 410 the dial. Get you some of that. Courtney Grisey. Courtney Grisey. I struggle with that one. A couple of them I do every time. 450 the dial on the left. Travis Laster, 410 the dial on the right. I should have been racing this weekend because my arch nemesis, my kryptonite, Rick Harless, he's not here. I can't beat Rick. I haven't beat him yet this year. Always next year. Courtney was late. Travis was not. Travis was 10-5 above for the win. Right-hand side, Travis Laster getting the win. Connor Grisey, left side. Brent Martin, right side. 441 in the left, 470 in the right. Paige Coughlin, you are our potential competition buy in the second round of dragsters. Advantage, right side. Brent Martin, 008, 1 above 6 for the win. Brent Martin, right side, gonna get the win. Chris Bear, left side. Gary Williams, right side. 476, heads up, here we go. First one to the other end that wins, as long as you don't go under. Chris Bear, left side. Gary Williams, right side. Heads up. This is a monster matchup. 9 thou separating them up front. Gary gives it back 2 thou. Chris Bear, 15 dead 4 for the win in the left. Gary Williams was 006, one above 6. 22 total in the right, 19 total in the left. Winner, Chris Bear, left side. Bryson Scruggs, he has permission to be up this late, Aunt Mimi, because we're still racing. Joe Fritz, right side. Another heads-up matchup. 478 the pair. Fourth foul separated them up front. Bryson Scruggs, 13, one above 1 for the win in the left-hand side. Jason Hill, left side. Marty Martin, right side. My boy Ryan Gleghorn, he's going to do the morning show. He's my morning wake-up coffee show host. And I'm more the late-night TV guy, so one foul separated them up front. Jason Hill was 25, 2 above 9 for the win in the left-hand lane. Second round, May, race carbs, dragsters. When we finish this, we're done for the evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Left-hand lane. Dialed in at a 466 is Mia Tedesco. Miss Mia matching up against Joe Williams on the right side. 493 the dial for Joe. $300 separate them on the tree with the wind light going to Miss Mia. Mia in the left lane goes 18 up front, 1 above 2 for the win. Joe is a little behind on the tree, runs 493.7 on the 493. Miss Mia moving on to round number 3 tomorrow morning. Next pair, right-hand side, Mark Horton, dialed in 499. Mark is getting the head start from George Miller in the left lane. George dialed in at a 464. Horton in control and the win. 006, 1 above 1 to take 31 stripe. Miller goes 17 on the tree. Runs 467.2 on the 464. Left-hand lane, dialed in at a 462 is Todd Zeller. Todd's Extreme Paint. Right side, T-Rock. 455 the dial. Troy trying to chase down Todd. Two fouls separate them off the tree. Double breakout win going to Troy Williams Jr. Troy, 17 up front, goes 1 foul under the dial. Zeller gets there first, but breaks out by 17. Giving the win to Troy. Left-hand lane's the plastic man, Marshall Grooms. I believe he was the $100,000 winner at Rockingham last year for us. 488 the dial in the left-hand lane. Right side, Brandon Williams. Dialed heads up. I believe that's the third heads-up pass we've seen here in round number 2. And Marshall turns it red, handing the win to Williams. Williams, not so good off the tree, but goes down, runs dead on with a 1 on the free throw to move on to round number 3 tomorrow morning. Next pair, right-hand lane, Chris Wallen, 463 the dial. Chris giving the 600s head start to Don Kasanka in the left-hand lane. Don dialed in, 469.
Hank's back. My boy Ryan, we gave him the night off. Last we knew he was going to the grocery store. But again, we said Ryan does the morning. He's the morning co-host, Good Morning America TV. He can do the mornings. I'm going to do the late night shows. So we're finishing up our May Race Carb second round of eliminations here, and then we're calling it a night. It's 9 a.m. Double 03, 4 above for the win in the left. Don Kasanka going to get the win in the left. So we're in the second round. May Race Carbs, dragsters, all the door cars, you're all done for the evening. Go to bed. 9 a.m. no box coming out hot. 9 a.m. on the dot. Third round of eliminations. 50 grand to win. SFG. We got a guaranteed $1 million coming up July 4th, 2020 from the SFG Promotions. Kyle Riley, he is pushing the envelope on these races. You know, the entry fees, $800 to race for 75, 50, 125, and 25. We're racing for $150,000 for $800. So that's pretty crazy. $300 per round for our round money. But next year, guaranteed $1 million, and then of course, a couple others have jumped on board. I thought Kyle keeps pushing them and pushing them and pushing them, and the only person that benefits from all this is us racers. We just want to see it keep going. We want to see all the promoters do well. Of course, it's a racing family. We talk about it. We hear about it. You know, you want to rip that guy or gal's head off next to you when you're at the starting line and want your win light to come on, but you would never want anything bad or wish any ill on anybody out here. You know, people break, and we do parts calls. I got people cooking and stuff for me all weekend, all the time, take care of me and taking me under their wing. Thank you, Vicky and Diane Folk and Ron Folk, for always taking care of me. My wife thanks you for keeping an eye on her retarded husband. I stay close to him, Joni. I park right by him. Vicky and Diane are keeping an eye on me. You know, you got Nick Safety Folk. That's his middle name, Safety, down there. So we had some oil here in the right side on Chris Wallen's vehicle. Chris, I don't know what happened or how, but it looks like it sprayed out when you left. It looks like it went airborne, almost like, you left a fuel cap off, but it was oil. So I don't know if you got a vacuum pump, and you got like your overflow was full, or if you have a dry sump or something, but you threw a ton of oil out on the left-hand side when you left the starting line. So Chris Wallen, check your vehicle before tomorrow for yourself and for others. Late at night, just a couple observations. If you turn it red, please do not take the parade lap. It's midnight. We're all ready to get done and finish tonight and go to bed. But we understand nobody likes to lose. So if you do turn it red or something like that, or don't take the parade lap down and idle down at 5 miles an hour. You got guys that are, in the water box ready to go race. So boogie on down there, get off the track, take your lumps of coal like we do, and call it a great weekend. Even when you lose, it's still a great weekend. We're out here racing with all our friends and family, and Motor Mania Live TV, our friends and family can watch back home. Skinny Kenny, he's out there checking it out, Mr. Underwood. I like that color jacket. So thank you, everyone, for holding it all together today. It wasn't, obviously a good situation, but, again, I do race, I do enter. I don't say I win or anything, or I'm no Kenny Underwood or whatever, but I do think, that Kyle Riley, AJ Ash, they always have the racer's best interests at heart at first. You know what I mean? That was probably a pretty brutal call on their part to stop the race midstream like that, and make the corrections. And they made the best decision they could, and I think it was a great decision, and I give them kudos and props to them. And it's going well so far tonight, knock on wood, and it's tough to please everybody, but I think they did. I think we're all here and we're all doing well, and this is I thank you, the racers, for helping us make this the best outcome for everybody tonight. So we got a lot of money on the line, $50,000 we're racing for here. We're going to finish it tomorrow. $75,000 tomorrow night and $25,000 Sunday. We have great weather forecasted all weekend. We got Ryan Foghorn Gleghorn on the mic at the crack of dawn. That's what I call it. 9 a.m., no box. We should be in the lanes at about 10 to 9 because we really want to send our cars down the track at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we're close. I got Thunder. Sean Langdon, right side. NHRA top fuel funny car pilot out here bracket racing with us. I love it. Paige Coughlin, 452 in the left. I'd like to see John Force come out, give some of his words of encouragement and advice to us bracket racers. And I'd like to see him come out and hang out with us. That guy fires me up. I love that guy. I love his moxie, his attitude, whatever you want to call it. Shout out to my family back home. Kelly, KJ, Kelly Joseph Mulligan, watching online live. Of course, my lovely bride, Joni, she took a chance on me. Advantage, right side. Sean Langdon, 007, one above, one for the win in the right-hand side. Paige Coughlin out of the Jegs mail order family was 20 and dead 9. No good for Paige Coughlin in the left lane. Chris Stein, left side, 444 the dial. Stein Tire and Auto Lane Ledford right side, 484 the dial. Chris Stein left, Lane Ledford right. Lane Ledford 20 and 2 above for the win in the right lane. My sister-in-law, Jill Mulligan, she's up watching Motor Mania TV. Gotta love my sister-in-law. She's a good girl. She's teaching America's children for little pittance. I can't get her to quit and get a real job. She loves the kids. She likes teaching and saving the country, saving the world one kid at a time. I hope my neighbor and my nephew, Caden, he better be in bed this late at night. He goes to bed early. He's a good kid. Caden Charles, he goes to bed, he gets himself up, crack of dawn, he eats healthy. I don't know where he got any Mulligan blood in him at, but. Brian Lampton, left side. Kyle Coltrera, right side. Brian, 421 in the left. Kyle, 446 in the right. Kyle in control. He doesn't do it. Kyle took 17 to be 3 thou under. He had to take 14 or less. Brian Lampton was 15 dead 4 for the win in the left. Kyle was 005 and 3 thou under. No good. Katelyn Smith left side. Tim Timmons right side. So we're finishing up May Race Carb's second round of dragsters. Probably 60, 70 cars in the lanes. And then we're calling it a night. We're going to bed, boys and girls. Third round of eliminations will start at 9 a.m. crack of dawn for me. Katelyn Smith, 21, dead 8 for the win in the left lane. I just thought of that. My nephew had perfect attendance. This coming from a family of Mulligans that I maybe went to school. I bet I missed one day a week my entire school career on average. How about my nephew gets himself up, straight A's, on a roll, perfect attendance. I don't know. KJ, you might want to check who was the mailman in your neighborhood at that time or something. I don't trust that he's got a whole lot of Mulligan blood in him. So don't forget, if you pay... of Steve Law at Law Chevrolet. Thank you so much, Steve Law and Law Chevrolet, for joining up as a sponsor of the SFG Promotions and next year's SFG 500. Josh Ludke was 19 dead 2 for the win in the left-hand lane. Josh, who drives for the Law Chevrolet team. Good job, Josh. Tanner Thorpe, left side, 464. Logan back, right side, 437 the dial in. $464 in the left, 437 in the right. $12 and 2 above 0 for the win in the right for Logan back. Tanner was 007 and took 27 win stripe to be 2,000 under the dial. Tanner will be done for the $50,000 race. Logan back, racing third round tomorrow. Christy back, right side, 438 to dial. 100th slower than Logan. Mike Illig, left side, 479 the dial. So that's kind of crazy. Pay your entry fee, which you're going to go anyhow. Plus, you're going to save $400 off the gate fee. And you get put in a drawing for a free Chevy Equinox. So you save 25% on your entry. Plus, you got a chance on winning a new car for free. Christy back, 27 and 4 above the dial for the win. Richard Jellick, right side. Cameron Manuel, left side. 449 in the left, 517 in the right. Thank you to Summit Racing Equipment for keeping our Motor Mania live feed up and running all weekend. Cameron Manuel going to get away with one. 46 and 4 above the dial for the win in the left-hand side. Richard was 42 and 5 above the dial. Cameron Manuel, third round tomorrow for $50,000 to win. Carl Drake Jr. left side, Sean Serra right side. All colors of dragsters have been called to the lanes for round number 2. So we're SFG Promotions, sent from God. Kyle Riley, thank you for the opportunity to come on board as a team member. I'm telling you, these people are great to work with. From the girls at the gate, Jackie and Jess, to AJ, our competition director. And just everybody is just super awesome to be around. It doesn't feel like work. It's just a great day. Long days, but they don't seem that long with these people. They all work together. They're great. It's like family. Brother Bob, he's always selling his shirts. Raylo's out here racing. Josh, Daryl, Brad. Great team, great people. I got the 3 ladies up here in the tower giving me some grief. They like to gamble, though. I don't trust them. Sean Serra, 14, 2 above for the win in the right-hand side. All our Motor Mania guys, if you're within a couple-hour drive, Kyle Riley discounted the entry fee for a 2-day entry fee, $50. $675. You come out and join us for $75,000 tomorrow and $25,000 Sunday. Will Holloman left side, Troy Henry right side, 466 the left, 474 the right. Troy Henry 008, 1 above 0 for the win in the right. Will Holloman .0001 red. 1/10,000th of a second from a perfect green light. Will Holloman's day is done in that entry. Jordan Wick left side, D in the right lane. Lee Dixon right side. So I'm from Dixon, Illinois, which is in Lee County, so that's kind of a funny name to me in my life. Lee Dixon in the right-hand side. Jordan Wick left side. Jordan 12, dead 7 for the win in the left. Lee was identical 12 and 1 above 1, no good. Right. Margin of victory 4/1000ths of a second. Travis Laster right side, Browns, New Jersey. 482 the dial. Don't have the driver information in the left. 449 the dial. Final call, second round of dragsters. You guys should be up here. Probably got about 30 cars left, and we're going to be done for the evening. No box. We'd like to see you in the lanes about 10 minutes to 9 because we're sending you at 9 a.m. Winner left side, 10 on the reaction time, 2 above his dial-in for the win in the left-hand side. And I assumed him could be a female. Never know. We have a lot of female drivers that go many laps here. Will Gilman right side, Tom Reese left side, 482 in the left, 504 in the right. I'm loving this. This is starting to get into my witching hours, you know. 12:23 in the a.m. Friday night. As Ryan said last night, it's like Friday night lights football in Texas. We got lights. We have a beautiful manicured racetrack. It's just gorgeous here. And we have great weather. I had to go outside a little bit ago and get some of that burnt rubber and drag race fuel smell. Get my bones motivated. Tom Reese, 17, 2 above 0 for the win in the left-hand side. Caleb Ellison right side, 481. Don't have the driver information in the left, 492 in the left. I gotta say, I really enjoy doing this. I thought it'd be hard kind of not being able to race as much or getting out of the car or whatever, but I really enjoy this, so this is awesome. I got to figure out a way where I can just kind of do this year-round. Just ride in the motorhome, maybe take my mulligans on the golf course, and take my doggies and my wife and just kind of take it easy and travel the country and do some announcing. I think that would be the best thing to do. Caleb Ellison right side, 481. Driver not on file, I apologize. Car number MX69. For those of you watching at home may know that car. Megan Lotz, there we go. We got a driver. Megan Lotz in the left lane, 4.92 the dial. Caleb Ellison, 4.81 the dial on the right. Megan going to get the win. She's 27 green. 1/100th of a second under the dial-in. Chris Burden, that's a new dragster for Chris, left-hand side, 485 the dial-in. Chris is out of Wisconsin. Gene Lampshire, right side, Lorain, Ohio, 494 the dial in the right-hand side. We got a dial-in board that shook off there on the burnout. We're going to get it, though. Gene Lampshire picking up the win, 1 above 8 for the win in the right-hand side. Chris, a little tardy, and 3 under the dial, no good. New Car Blues and the Chris Burton in the left side. Dennis Mead, left side. Carl Baker, right side. I'm missing my team slushy. No Jeff Burns. No Lane Dickin. Where are you, team slushy? Carl Baker, 18 and 2 above 8 for the win in the right-hand lane. Dennis Mead was 20 and 2 above 8, no good in the left side. Gary Gilman, 27, 1 above 6 for the win and the right-hand side. Marco Ambruzzi, left side. Jerry Brewer, right side. Marco Ambruzzi Transmissions. 5 thou separates them up front. Jerry Brewer, 006, dead 6 for the win in the right-hand lane. Brian Folk, left side, 459 the dial. Douglas Marsters, right side, 488. 5 thou separates them up front. Douglas Marsters, 007, 1 above 4 for a 4,000ths margin of victory in the right lane. B. Folk wasn't bad. He's 12, 1 above 3, getting behind 4 thou. Nick Craig, right side. Scott Taylor, left side. .448 for Scott Taylor in the left. Nick Craig, 4.81 in the right. Scott Taylor winning the race last night in his Camaro Roadster door car version. He won it all, $15,000 last night. We're in the second round, the May Race Carb's second round of eliminations. We are racing for $50,000 to win. Brad, how do you think that compares with some of the late model guys that race late models and things? I just don't ever hear of them racing for these kinds of dollar amounts. Scott Taylor staying on kill. 13. Way above the dial-in for the win. Nick Craig, I'm going to say, had the wrong dial-in in or something. He was way tardy. So we just looked up the largest dirt late model payout in North Carolina last year. World of Outlaws Craftsman Super Late Models paid $20,000 to win. $25,000. So Josh Gannett turns it 3 thou red, leaving first for the loss. Mikey Bloomfield turns it 13 thou red, leaving second, gonna get the win in the right lane. So to win that 25 grand, you had to run qualifying heats, and then the final feature, you had to run 100 laps in your late model stock car with your buddies beating it up, tearing your stuff up. 25 grand. They said that's the largest purse in the late models. We're going to race for that on Sunday. That's nothing. So Chris Bear left side, 476 the dial, 464 the dial on the right. A lot more money. I call it the golden years of bracket racing right now. It's just kind of mind-boggling to me how much we've raced for already this year. Of course, I had visions of sugar fairies and plums or whatever dancing in my head, but I did not. I haven't collected a dime, I don't think, this year. I bailed out this week, and I didn't bring my race car, my buddy's race car, Andy White. Left it home. Chris Bear, 12, dead 2 for the win in the left. Jody Davis, left side. Robert Davies, son, keeping an eye on dad. 483 in the left. Tim Sloan, 469 in the right. Several years ago, the wife Joni and I, my brother KJ, nephew Caden, we all rode down to Crossville, Tennessee to see Jeremy and Heather Jensen get married. That was a great weekend. We got to see Jody and his wife and family and kids, and Edmund Richardson was there. John LaBouse Jr. was there. Again, met a lot of people racing that have become good friends over the years. Tim Sloan, 18, 1 above 3 for the win. Jody Davies was 003 red, dead 1. Of course, it always goes dead 0 when you red light. Jody Davies getting the loss in the left-hand side. Dennis DiValerio, 482 the dial, Algonquin, Illinois, Chicago area runner. Been watching him race since I was a little kid. He had the Black Magic Camaro, 69 Camaro. Raced at Union Grove, Wisconsin, Cordova, Illinois, Byron Dragway in Illinois. We recently lost longtime track owner and then became non-owner. BJ Vangus, Bryant Vangus took over and bought the track from Ron. But Ron was just an announcing legend, a promoter, kind of started the father of big money bracket racing. He was the first one to have the $10,000 race. Ron just recently passed away. Dennis DiValerio, 18, 1 above 8 for the win. I just thought Ron Leake was the best announcer ever, man. He had the whole Sunday thing. He could get the crowd fired up. You know, they had the funny car manufacturers showdown. They'd get 32 funny cars. They'd have them all out on the track with hoods up, you know, and do the parade thing. And it was just insane to get that many funny cars there. Saw Bob Glidden, Bill Grumpy Jenkins, Dino Don Nicholson all racing there, match racing. That was a good childhood as a kid. Vince Schroeder right side, 446 to dial. Connor Connor Grisey, left side, 442 the dial. Vince Schroeder, right side, 446. Seems like everybody's running 440s anymore, 440s, 450s. And there's a couple crazy ones dialed 411 out here tonight. Went 410-0. Connor, 28, 4 above for the win. Ron League, there's a lot of stories with Ron League back in the day at Byron Dragway. He had a big show coming in, and they didn't get the bleachers all put together. So he sold you a ticket to get into the event to be a spectator. Then he handed you a board to help assemble the bleachers. Yeah, he was a motivator. He'd yell at you on the microphone from the tower, "Hey, you, buy that piece of trash, pick it up, put it in the barrel." He put everybody to work. Jason Hill, 004, dead 0 for the win in the left side. That's just a nasty pack, 4-pack. Maddie Gill, niece of Ray Conley. Ray, of course, being Dave Conley's father. Dave and Jennifer Folk just had a baby recently. Congratulations to them down in Bradenton, Florida. Randy, you're a grandpa. Randy Folk is a grandpa. I think he has been. I bet Chris has kids. So, yeah, he's been a grandpa for a long time. Final call for dragsters, please. We're getting close. We got about 10 pair left, and we're done for the night. Josh Baker, right side, 13, 1 above 4 for the win in the right-hand lane. Nick Folk, right side, 453 the dial. Todd Zeller, 460 the dial in the left-hand lane. My wife just sent me a picture of my 2 boys, my dogs, and they are just sprawled all out on my side of the bed. She says, we have millennial children. They're spoiled rotten. We adopted them at an animal shelter or something in Chicago, and I brought them home in the car, and I told them, you guys just won the lottery, because we don't have kids. 001 for Nick Folk up front. Shaking the hood scoop, goes 3 over the dial for the win. Nick Folk, right side, 001, 3 above for the win. Todd Zeller was 33 and 3 above. 66 total for him. That won't be good against Nick Folk with the 001 start. Nick Folk will be 3rd round deep tomorrow morning in the dragster. Erica Baker, 450 the dial in the right. Mia Tedesco in the left, 466. Slow down on that scooter on the fence line. 5 miles an hour in the pit. Goes out to you, Ron, the General Folk. Mia did the burnout, and then the car died or something there. I'm not sure what happened. I haven't gave a shout out to Nick's better half. Amy, she's at home. Stepdaughter Haley, she's at home. Glad to see Haley getting better. She was in a ATV accident, and man, her eyes were black and blue and puffy, and she hit the roll bar or whatever when the crash. No helmets, I don't think, but safety first. So I think we got Mia fired up. Here we go. Racing Jason got her fired up. 466 in the left. Erica Baker, 450 in the right. Some good sportsmanship there on Erica's part, waiting, hanging tight. Brad, did Erica win the girls' race at the Michigan 500, at the SFG 500? I thought she won our all-female race. 466 in the left, 450 in the right. Erica's 25. She's whopping the gas. Miss Mia had some difficulties there at the starting line. George Miller left side, Lester Atkins right side. Yep, confirmed. Erica Baker did win the all-women race at the SFG 500. Thanks, KJ, for that. Lester Atkins, 12, 1 above 5 for the win in the right lane. George Miller was 12 and 3 above, no good. Skinny Kenny, they call him. Kenny Underwood, right side, 459 the dial. Brian Lampton, left side, 421 the dial. Brian Lampton, left side, 001, 2 thou under the dial for the win. Skinny Kenny was 6 thou red, dead 4, no good. Chris Stein, left side. Gary Williams, right side. Gary out of Bradenton, Florida. Gary Williams, 16, dead 2 for the win in the right lane. Chris Stein was 13 and let him go 400ths. Gary caught the drop, got the win light. Beacon comes on. Gary Williams will be racing third round. I got about 7 pairs of dragsters left. And then we're going to call it a night. No box racers. About 10 to 9 up to the lanes tomorrow morning. We're sending cars at 9 o'clock. Marshall Grooms left side. 007, dead 8, 15 total for the win in the left-hand lane. Andy Lloyd, 17, dead 9 for the win in the right lane. About 5 or 6 pairs of cars left for $50,000. So don't forget, SFG 500 for next year. You get the early bird special. Pay your entry in full for $1,250 to race for a guaranteed $500,000. That offer is good until August 18th. You will go into a raffle to win a brand new Chevy Equinox and 2 free weekend entries. Thank you to Steve Law of Law Chevrolet for coming on board and making this stuff happen. Brent Martin left, Glenn Dilday right. 8 thou separates them up front. Winner, left side, Brent Martin, 16, 1 above 0 for the win in the left-hand side. Troy Williams Jr. right side, Joe Fritz left side. Joe Fritz, 13, 1 above 0 for the win. Troy Williams, not 13 and under for the loss. Left side, Joe Fritz, winner. 3 pairs left, counting the ones on the line. 1 by run in the back. No? Four pairs left total. Brad called 1:15. I think we're going to get under it, knock on wood. 12:50. I think we're going to end up about 15 minutes ahead. Joe Williams, 008, 1 above 2 for the win. Marty Martin, not 008, dead 6 for the loss. Williams, right side, Joe, going to get the win. Chris Sons on the left, Chris Wallen on the right. Chris Sons, 11, 2 above for the win in the left. Lane Ledford left side, Sean Langdon right side. Brad, what's the current funny car record? 379? I don't know. 3 something is the current NHRA funny car world record. And that's in 1,000 feet. Ouch. That's getting it. Them things are just like bombs. I would never get in one. Lane Ledford 485 in the left. Sean Langdon 458 in the right. .485 in the left for Lane Ledford. Sean Langdon 458. Lane Ledford lets go on nothing. Sean Langdon picking up the win in the right-hand side. Sean Langdon 4.574 on a 4.58 dial-in. 6th out quicker than what he predicted he would go. Travis Laster, left side. Woo! Brown Mills, New Jersey, 411 the dial-in. That's the fastest car in the house. Richard Zelich, right side, 478. Travis Laster, 411 the dial-in. That's insane. I love it. 411 the dial. Left side, 478 the dial. Right side. Paige Coughlin, Jegs Mailer. She's in the water box. She's getting the buy run, and we're done for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Double 03, 3 above for the win and the left side. Richard was 19 and 100th under. 1.0060 foot. 162 miles an hour. That's letting out. He was out of it because he went 170 last run. Paige Coughlin, 452, our competition buy run. And that'll end the evening. Reminder to our no-box competitors, we'd like to see you in the lanes 8:45, 10 to 9. We want to send cars at 9 o'clock sharp. And that will conclude the evening's festivities. So we're looking at 3rd round tomorrow morning. Competition director AJ Ash, he wants to send them at 9 sharp. So our no-box competitors, please be up about 8:45, 10 to 9 in the lanes and be ready to race. AJ's plan of attack, 9 a.m., 3rd round of eliminations, $50,000 to win. I'm Hank Mulligan, and we're done for the night. Good night, everyone.
Racing is not a one-person sport. It's a team effort. made up of friends, family, and Summit Racing equipment. We've got the track-proven parts and tools, plus unbeatable customer service and expert technical advice, along with same-day shipping. Summit Racing, your trusted teammate for all things race car. SummitRacing.com.
We exist to do one thing: make the world's best engine management systems. Our own technology, our own designs, our own manufacturing. Nothing borrowed, nothing copied, no labels slapped on. We're proud of what we do because it's our passion. We own it. Loving what you do means never compromising. Fuel Tech. Built, not bought.
Racing is not a one-person sport. It's a team effort, made up of friends, family, and Summit Racing equipment. We've got the track-proven parts and tools, plus unbeatable customer service and expert technical advice, along with same-day shipping. Summit Racing, your trusted teammate for all things race car. SummitRacing.com.
We exist to do one thing: make the world's best engine management systems. Our own technology, our own designs, our own manufacturing. Nothing borrowed, nothing copied, no labels slapped on. We're proud of what we do because it's our passion. We own it. Loving what you do means never compromising. Fuel Tech. Built, not bought.